Hello, good morning. I just finished watching 3 out of the 4 rebuild Neon Genesis Evangelion movies, which are Evangelion 1.0 You Are Not Alone, Evangelion 0.2 You Cannot Advance, and then Evangelion 3.0 You Cannot Redo. Why are they like, I am aware that they are not, they're official, but they are not canon, basically. So basically, the end, or like the canon events were only until the, what was it, the end of Evangelion. That's it. Or like the end of the manga, the official manga of Evangelion. And like, I understood that in the first movie it was like almost the same with the original one. Like, I understood that, and then midway through the second movie I was like, huh? Like, I couldn't bear myself to finish the second movie. Like, the amount of what the fucks I blurted out while watching, it was, I'm still trying to process everything. But like, and then the third movie, which I was like, I'm still in shock. Like, after I watched all the 3 movies, I still have one movie left, which is like Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0, which is Thrice in Time or something, which is like the fourth and last movie of the rebuild. I still need to watch it, but I'm gonna watch it later. But like, kasi in the first movie they were like, it was like almost the same. It was like completely the same. There was like nothing was completely changed drastically that affected the original plot, which is great. But then the second movie I was like, what? What? Kasi in Unit 3 it was supposedly Toji. Toji was supposed to be like the fourth child, I guess. He was supposed to be the fourth child, which is supposedly the captain or the pilot of the third unit. But then they randomly dropped the Karu. No, your sister is gonna be out of the hospital, and I'm like, huh? So his sister was fine. And then instead of like, during that point on, I was totally expecting him to be the pilot of the third unit. But then Asuka took his place. And I was like, what? Like, that was the only major thing that stuck out to me, aside from the ending of the second movie. The second movie had me like, it was such a fever dream to watch. Like, I couldn't comprehend most of the things that were happening throughout the second movie. Like, a lot of things were changed. Like, a lot of things were changed, and I can't put my noggin into it. Like, also, a lot of the angels were changed. A lot of it were changed. Like, huh? Like, I get that it's official, so, but it's not inherently canon. So it's like an alternate retelling of the original Evangelion anime series. And this retelling, it's more fucked up. It's more fucked up. It is more fucked up. Especially throughout the second movie. The second movie, it was bad. Not bad negatively, but like bad in like that kind of bad. That was exaggeration, but I did that while watching the movie, which is, yeah. Like, I was like on the edge. I was being edged, you know? And not in a good way. fuck? And then the third movie, I was crying. Mainly because it was Kaoshin. Mainly because it was like, most of it was like revolving around Kaoru and Shinji. Oh my god, I cried. I literally cried. Like, though I kinda hated the third movie in a way, because after Shinji, spoilers by the way, boom, spoilers, basically by the end of the second movie, Shinji accidentally or unintentionally started the third impact because he wanted to save Rei. Because Rei, I think, no, during the second movie kasi, Rei was slowly opening up to everyone around her, to the point na she wanted to fix or help Shinji reconnect with his father, which is like, my girl learned how to cook. She was planning a home cooked meal for them to get together. Stupid alarm. But you catch my drift? Like I, during that moment, it was so clear that Shinji and Rei had a thing for each other in a sense. It was clear as day. That's why Shinji really tried his best to save Rei in the end of the second movie, but then he unintentionally started the third impact because of that. And by the end of it, I kinda hated Misato, in a sense, because I kinda hated her, in a sense, because I understood where she was coming from, that she was like, Shinji, do it for yourself, that kind of shit. But then in the third movie, that all went away. Like, huh? Where did, like, I didn't really understand, you know, because she was very supportive of Shinji. Like, throughout the first and second movie, she was very supportive. Like, she was Shinji's parental figure, basically. But then, in the third movie, she's like, go away, Shinji. We don't need you. Get away from here. Huh? And then they made an organization against Nerve, which is like Willy. If I remember the name correctly, it was Willy. And they wanted to destroy all Evas that are connected to Nerve, but at the same time they also have like 2 other Eva units, which Asuka and Mari were like controlling. So like, also I also believe that Mari and Asuka are girlfriends. So in my defense, Mari calls her princess. So if that doesn't sound gay, then I don't know. But yeah, also in the third movie, they casually dropped the bomb on Shinji, which is, the bomb is that Rei is just like a clone of Shinji's mom. I don't know how to feel about that. When Shinji was like having a mental breakdown, I was like, pause. What? I thought it was just gonna be a normal game of shogi with the old man, but apparently it's not. He was like, my dad threw all of everything that's related to my mother, so I can't really remember her. And then the old man was like, here, a photo of your mom. And then Shinji was like, isn't that Rei? Is that Rei? And bro was like, no, that's your mom. And Rei is also like a carbon copy of your mom, or a clone of your mom. That's why you feel so connected with her. No, because it fucking sucks. Because at the start of the third movie, diba? In the end of the second movie, Shinji was like trying to save Rei. But then, in the start of like the third movie, he was so sure that he saved Rei. You know, because that was like the only that's the only thing he wanted to do when he unintentionally started the second impact. No, the third impact. But then then he was like, don't you remember anything? Like, Ray was so cold to him and whatsoever. And then the old man dropped that, and he was like, oh, that's why Ray didn't remember anything, or why I saved her, or whatsoever. And I'm like, oh my fucking god, oh my god. It was so heartbreaking to see Shinji trying to reconnect with Ray, with Ray. But then that was not Ray. That was not the Ray that he knew. Because Ray is just a clone. At the end of the day, she's just a clone. She is not a real human being. She's like artificial. Which kind of sucked. Because Shinji, he was like, don't you like to read books? I can get you books from the library. So he got books from the library and placed it outside of Ray's room. And then had a mental breakdown because Ray didn't read any of the books. And then he realized that she's not the real Ray. That's so heartbreaking. Like Shinji was like really trying to make amends with everyone, but then everyone was like shutting him out and whatsoever. Like, I hated how they treated him like trash. Not even trash, they treated him very poorly, as if like he wasn't deserving of anything good, and I kind of hated that. Because at the end of the day, Shinji just wanted his self-worth, and he just wants to live in a peaceful life with happiness and with everyone that he loved around him. It's so heartbreaking because he was encapsulated in space for 14 years because of the third impact, which I think I read somewhere that Kaji sacrificed himself to save Shinji. That's why he was out in space for 14 years. And then after 14 years, nobody told him anything. Like, when he got on the ship where Misato was, she didn't even bother to explain, and Shinji was like so clueless. Like, what did I do? What happened? Blah blah blah. And then when asked, like, he wanted to know, he wanted answers, but they didn't give him answers because they were scared that Shinji might, start another like third impact. Like, which I get, I understand. Maybe they thought na a confused Shinji was better than a Shinji that tried to fix everything. And they were right, actually. But at the same time, I don't really blame Kaoru for telling Shinji the truth. Because, Shinji asked Kaoru to show him the truth. So Kaoru did. But then Shinji was like, why are you telling me this? Bro, you asked for it. You have to live with the consequences of it. And that's the thing. I think that's a major flaw with Shinji. He asks questions and then he doesn't bring himself to accept that the things, his actions have consequences. Which is a very hard pill to swallow. But then again, he is 14. Despite being encapsulated in space for 14 years, he's still 14, which is like Asuka said, it's the curse of the Eva pilots, where they like stay 14 for a long while or whatsoever, for a certain period of time. They don't age, basically, which is like kind of sucks, not gonna lie, because Asuka was calling him a brat throughout the whole third movie. He was calling, stop being a crybaby, stop being a brat, whatsoever. He's 14. He will be a brat. He's 14. And Asuka, you're also a brat. Girl, stop projecting on Shinji, because you're also very entitled and a brat. So, that's why Mari calls you a princess, because you are one. So, not my fault. And also, Kaoru and Shinji. Oh. The third movie really emphasized on their relationship. And it tore me to pieces. And it tore me. Like Shinji was so happy that he had someone that he could connect to, while all the others were like shutting him out. He was happy that he had someone, and they were playing the piano together, which is like so romantic. Like, what the fuck? Like, it was so heartbreaking. And the fact that Kaoru died in front of him. He had to see Kaoru die in front of him. And then Kaoru said, we'll meet again someday. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Because, bro, like Shinji was like so happy that he had someone to connect and share things with and whatsoever. He was so happy when he knew that they were gonna pilot together, bro. But then unfortunate circumstances happened. Like Kaoru sacrificed himself to stop the fourth impact. I'm in pain. I'm still going through it, by the way. And I need to get ready because I have class later. For real this time. But like, it was so sad. It was also sad. I hate having hyperfixations like these. Like, I could have had like a more happier, giddy hyperfixation, but no. It's Neon Genesis Evangelion. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's... Oh my god. I can say the animation is kind of cool though. Like the upgrade from the series to the rebuild movies. Lagi uy. I'll start moving soon. But you know, the animations was really cool, but then in the third movie they started to add like 3D shit. I didn't quite like it, but like there was more gore than I expected. There was more gore than I expected it to have. So, but if I could rate like the first 3 movies like individually, the first movie was like it's like a 7 out of 10 because it was kind of good but not really that great. They did change a few things, but it was so. The second movie, oh, I'm gonna rate it like a 2 out of 10 just because it was like a punch to the gut. Okay, but it was good. If I rate it like without like the other shit, I would rate it like a solid 9 because it was like, at the same time it was like, so maybe like a 6. Maybe like a 6. The third movie though, maybe I have favoritism because Kaoru was there. It was, man, I'm gonna give it a 9 minus 1. I'm gonna deduct a 1 because of the weird 3D shit, but overall it was good. It was very good. I have favoritism because Kaoshin was there, but like but then again, I would not recommend the rebuild movies to anyone who's just starting Evangelion. Nope, just watch the series. The series is also equally as bad, not gonna lie, but like, you know, the series is more safe compared to the rebuild movies because the rebuild movies are heavy. They're very heavy. I'm not gonna lie, it's like very heavy, especially if you know the canon plot or like the original flow of the plot. It's more heavy because they changed a lot of things in the rebuild movies, so it's quite heavy. The changes that they did, they're very heavy, not gonna lie. So yeah, overall it's like an 8 out of 10, all 3 movies. I still have one movie though. The last one in the rebuild franchise. I'm gonna watch it later. I don't know. I will, maybe. I don't know. If I have time, I will watch it, and then I will make another one of these again. Ah yeah. I'm still not gonna recommend Evangelion to anyone who has a faint of heart or like anyone who's just a casual anime watcher. But yeah, Kaoshin though. Ooh. They're my Roman Empire for real. I'm gonna open AO3 and read a shit ton of Kaoshin because I need to cope. And the way that Kaoru said, no, Shinji, it's not your fault. It's actually mine because I'm the 13th angel and I pulled the trigger when it was clearly Shinji's fault. Like, no, why are you taking the blame? You cannot tell me that Kaoru wasn't in love with Shinji. Plus, he said he thought of Shinji all the time. That's gay. That is gay. That is in love behavior right there. Okay? And the fact that he also said during the second movie that he was waiting for Shinji. That's gay. That's gay. Bro waited 14 years? That's gay. But like, good shit. It was good shit. Even though I was in pain for most of the time while watching, it was good. It was very good. I'm traumatized. It was good. I'm traumatized. It was good. I'm traumatized. But like, I enjoyed it regardless of the pain. So, char, masakista, martir. Yes. But you get what I mean. You catch my drift. Yeah, it was great. It was a good watch. I'm in pain. It was a good watch. Honestly, it was a really good watch. I enjoyed it. Despite things, I enjoyed it. I had fun watching it. Even though I was like, yeah, I was in pain. I'm not gonna lie. I was in pain. Despite enjoying all three films, I was in pain. I was depressed. I was in pain. But regardless, good shit. Would I recommend? Never. 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 I would never recommend. If you're gonna start a hyperfixation, don't start on the Neon Genesis Evangelion. Don't be like me. Don't be like me, because this shit is my whole entire personality right now. So yeah, that's all. Oh my god, it's 21 minutes, girl. Whatever, I'm not gonna cut this. You're gonna sit. You're just gonna. I don't know. I don't care. Anyways, that's all. I'm gonna make another one after I watch the last movie. I'm gonna give my thoughts on it and whatsoever. So yeah, that's all. Thank you for being here. Bye bye.